Hello, I'm Christy Nelson, and welcome to this edition of 5 Talk Street. NBC5 is committed to education, and with the increased focus on STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and math, many science teachers are turning their attention to the outdoors to make learning more meaningful, relevant, and fun. And I recently spoke to a local teacher and a representative from Sky Ranch. Let's take a look. I'm here with Todd Witt. He's the school programs director at Sky Ranch in Van, Texas, and Rachel Renfro, who's a 5th grade teacher from Walker Creek Elementary School in Birdville ISD, whose students have participated in the Sky Ranch school programs. Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
Well, let's start out with the very basics. What is Sky Ranch? Tell us what it's all about.
Well, we're a camp out in East Texas near Tyler. We do a lot of things, summer camp and retreats, but Rachel's a part of a program called Outdoor Education. And that is where we have 4th, 5th, and 6th graders come out for 3 days and 2 nights and learn about science and history.
Sounds pretty cool. Now tell us how you got involved and what do your students do when they go to Sky Ranch?
Well, when I came to Walker Creek, the school was already going to Sky Ranch, and I had gone previously with another district. So I was like super excited to tell them about it, but they were already going. But when they get there, they do a lot of hands-on engaging activities with science, learning about, different things like limnology and orienteering and just things that go along with the teaks that they are tested on come for the STAR test.
Okay. And tell us what you think about how the outdoor programs work with the STAR test, because when you say that, you don't immediately connect the two. So explain how that works.
Everything that Sky Ranch does is aligned with the teaks that come from the state, and the hands-on things that they're doing, like when they do the limnology, for example, they're actually dipping into the ponds and visually looking at the life that lives in the water. And they have journals that they do every day with specific questions, and it really gets them engaged and involved in the learning versus just trying to do something in the classroom. It's a little extending it just a little bit. And then we come back, and about 2 weeks after we come, they take the science STAR test, and we've seen the results that the kids are retaining the information better because they're able to manipulate it and actually work with it hands-on.
And Todd, you've done some research recently about the relationship. First, tell us more about the programs themselves. What are some of the outdoor activities?
The teaks in the 5th grade, there's a series of them we'll cover for science, and we'll cover about 85% of those in the 3 days that they come out. They're learning about terrestrial ecology and aquatic ecology. They're learning about different forces that are out in nature. So they're 3-hour classes, but the kids don't really feel like they're in 3-hour classes because everything is quickly moving. It's hands-on. It's engaging.
It's more fun than sitting in a classroom.
Yes.
It is. It's exactly. I think what's unique about it is there's kind of a big term called constructivist theory in education, and basically means we learn by we have experiences, and then when we learn new concepts, we connect back to experiences, and that's what I think is very powerful about a field trip of any kind. Is you see these things, and the kids are loading their mental hard drives with these experiences, and then when they take it back to the classroom, they're able to relate back to, remember when you did this? Okay, let's talk about this concept. And they're able to draw from that. So any kind of field trips are beneficial. It just takes a while to unpack them.
Now, you mentioned the results on the STAR tests are getting better, improving. You have some more research into that. It's a pretty dramatic difference, right?
Well, we've been working on the program. We've been around for 25 years, but about 7 years ago, we got very serious with it and sat down with the school teachers and have been tweaking it to the point where we really thought it was time to decide or find out for ourselves, does it really have an impact? So we brought in a consultant and did a survey and said, does it really impact kids passing the STAR test? And what we found out, at least with the school we worked with in that study, 28% more students passed that STAR test than those who didn't come out and do that. So that's a huge success for a kid to say, you know what, I passed.
That's great. Well, thank you both so much for coming out and telling us all about Sky Ranch, and hopefully we'll get more kids to be able to go out there and have that experience as well. And stay with us. We'll be right back with more of 5 Talk Street.